It's incomplete.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well,
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So
here are the Saints now with great starting field position. And out will come the leader of this offense. And that, of course, is their signal caller.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throw here, hold in, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 76 yards. And the throw right sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he hits him in stride. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown. Out on the season, and the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk about offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
7.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Packers.
Now they'll throw here. Out he goes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
13 yards, first down, Packers. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tucked out at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To his running back, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of... 13, it's a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A big play there. His second. Touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw it out?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
They just... gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So instead... giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the... will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
3-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going left side, it's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up and go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
And at the 15-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
First and goal.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this one too low. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The kicker on.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down, Green Bay.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Complete.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a score closer.
For the point after.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Mike Glennon has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentator.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
back to throw here. That's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. Done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second down throw on target. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
9-yard gain on
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Taken right around the 44. Very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Saints 37, Packers 24.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. Powerful running. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked up here his own 48. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
The 27-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it in... Intercepted is returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throw here is complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out.
The running back, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, those days is not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
6-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They lead things here as they start 1st and 10, trying to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth from the loss last week to the Atlanta Falcons. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd down.
And 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 1-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks of the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Back now here live in New Orleans, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like the out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
2nd and 2. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a deep ball to be caught here near midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packer. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to get a score back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this? The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
And they give this time to the tailback. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10.
To number 8.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
1st and 10.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Carry here for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Looking to throw.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. I was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Down and goal from the 2.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a score closer. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this... He's going to try to run for it. And as he throws it, the ball is out. It's a live football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.